Welcome to SmackDown Live, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day and that you're ready for yet another episode of Universe Mode. We're going to get this episode of SmackDown Live here, ready to go in a second. Houston, Texas, let's do this. We're going to start off this episode of SmackDown Live hearing from the former Intercontinental Champion, the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. You guys remember he lost the title to Shinsuke Nakamura at the last pay-per-view, and Bray Wyatt looks to be moving on from the IC Championship. As if you remember from the last couple weeks, he's been attacking both Finn Balor and last week attacked the WWE Champion Cesaro. One can only hope that he's going to address those actions here momentarily, but that's what it seems like he's doing lately. So let's hear what Wyatt has to say. If you imbeciles haven't noticed over the last couple weeks, things have run its course between myself and the Intercontinental Championship. I no longer care about that title. I'm moving on to bigger and better, much better things here on SmackDown Live, whether you guys like it or not. If you haven't noticed a pattern the last couple weeks, I've been attacking two very significant men here on SmackDown Live. The first in the leader, supposed leader actually, of the Balor Club in Finn Balor. And then last week, I attacked your beloved WWE Champion Cesaro. This message is to both men, but specifically to Cesaro. I want and I deserve a shot at the WWE Championship. Therefore, Cesaro, I am challenging you to a match for that title at the Royal Rumble. Don't think I forgot about you, Finn. Oh, how can one forget about you, Finn? I know you have a rematch, and I actually hope you decide to use it at the Royal Rumble as well. That would make this pretty little match a triple threat. This odds would be further stacked against Cesaro, but they'd be more in my corner than yours, Finn. I hope you two are willing to accept this little challenge of mine, because whatever you guys think is wrong. If you guys think I'm going to lose in that match, think again. These kinds of matches favor the Eater of Worlds, since it wouldn't be a one-on-one match, anything goes. So I could do just about anything I so choose to do. But once again, for those not listening, I challenge for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Okay, huge challenge there by Bray Wyatt. We're going to look to see if we get an answer from Cesaro or even Finn Balor for that matter in the next week or two, but we're going to move on to the rest of the show. From the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, about him challenging Cesaro for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. We're moving on now to a one-on-one matchup here on SmackDown Live. Neville on his way to the ring. We haven't seen him in a couple weeks, but again, new attitude still. And Neville just kind of being a nuisance backstage to a whole lot of people, whether it's other superstars, the interviewers, backstage personnel, fellow announcers and stuff. He's bugged me over the past couple weeks as well. But Neville's still looking to make people, I guess, so to speak, bow down to him and finally see that he is one of the best talents, if not the best, on the roster to date. But if he can possibly win this matchup tonight, that could definitely go a long way. Seeing who, in a couple seconds, we'll see who his opponent is. Big victory over this particular superstar would do a lot for somebody's career. So, and on his way to the ring now. Neville's opponent for the evening, legend and Hall of Famer Eddie Guerrero. We saw him make a return to Universe Mode last week on SmackDown Live in that triple threat match against Ty Dillinger and Baron Corbin. Eddie picked up a huge victory in that triple threat match. And prior to that, we haven't seen Eddie since 2K18 Universe Mode, where he was on Friday Night Fury. So here on SmackDown Live now, first singles match on the blue brand. So we'll see how that goes for him. Let's get this matchup underway. And a bit of a heads up for tonight's main event. It will be some 3-on-3 or 6-man tag action. We'll get more in depth on that later. But Eddie starts things off here. DDT planting Neville right off the bat. Eddie going right after Neville has him in a headlock, followed by a vicious uppercut. Neville taking off track early on in this matchup. Eddie firmly in control, tosses Neville into the corner. Chest first into the turnbuckle. Neville keeps getting right up. Now that time back first into the other turnbuckle. Has Neville in. Oh, modified face buster maneuver there by Guerrero. Fired up the crowd behind Latino Heat here. Neville has yet to get in any offense until right now. Knee to the face takes Guerrero down quickly. Stomp right to the elbow. Could easily break an arm. And a shoulder there. Nice Northern Lights suplex into a cover by Neville. Eddie kicks out for one. And both men high flyers and very, very athletic. So we're going to see a whole lot of big spots here for sure. Nice German suplex by Neville. Stomp to the face of Guerrero. Speaking of high flying moves, second rope. Cross body connects. Hits the lower back region of Eddie there. Nice jawbreaker. Looked like he was going for a step in Scurry, but turns that into a Hurricane Rana. Takes Neville down quickly. Baseball slide drop kick. Side of the head of Neville. It looks like Eddie exposed that top turnbuckle in that left corner. Referee didn't catch it. Picks Neville up. Off the ropes. Tilt-a-roll backbreaker. Nice move there by Guerrero. Right into a pin. One. And Neville kicks out for two. Drop kick right to the back of the neck. Eddie out onto the apron, waiting for Neville to get to his feet. Springboard. Missile drop kick connects. Neville may have just met his match in terms of athleticism and speed. Eddie, of course, one of the best of all time, without a doubt. But it's a stomp right to the face. Neville rolls out of the way of that chop, gets hit with an uppercut instead. Snapmare takedown by Neville. Has Eddie in a arm hold here. Wrenching on that elbow and forearm that he stomped on a few moments ago. Eddie setting Neville up for the Three Amigos. Hits the first one. Keeps his hold on Neville. Hits the second. Going for the third. Complete the trifecta. Neville in trouble. Stomp to the arm. Eddie not going for a pin or going up top yet. No, it's not going to put Neville away yet. Plants him with a DDT. Goes up top. Neville in the landing zone. Hits the frog splash. But Eddie kicks the referee in the process. That could have easily been a 3 count. Neville rolls out of the way. Eddie lands on the referee. Hurricane Rana there by Neville. Again, I knew there would be high-flying action between these two great athletes. The referee finally up to his feet. Neville now in control. Hits Eddie with a spike DDT. Had Eddie not accidentally hit the referee with that frog splash, he could have possibly beaten Neville, who was just driven back first into that exposed turnbuckle there. appears to be okay following that collision with the metal ring. Second rope, spinning DDT by Neville. Goes out onto the apron. Eddie now the one in trouble. Slowly getting to his feet. Springboard. Drop kick by Neville connects right to the chest. Eddie off the ropes. Jawbreaker reversal stuns Neville there for a moment. Gets him into a power bomb position. Neville reversed into a DDT. As expected, these guys putting on a clinic. Not giving up easily. Has Eddie into a nice vertical suplex. Neville looking to put Latino Heat away for good. Eddie into the corner. Getting Neville into that headlock position. Going into another three amigos it looks like. But no. Neville reverses into a nice German suplex. Neville avoiding any further trouble there. At the hands of Guerrero. Snapmare by Neville. Picks him up. Fireman's carry. Oh, right into a face buster. Nice move there by Neville. Has Eddie in a Dragon Sleeper position. Eddie in trouble trying to hold on. Knee to the face, gets out of it. And you don't want to sleep on Neville's technical and submission ability. No pun intended there. Got him in a Dragon Sleeper there momentarily. Eddie now top rope Hurricane Rana launches Neville halfway across the ring. Straight into the cover. 1, 2. And Neville no kicks out at 2. Eddie thought he had him. The crowd very much into this matchup. Picks him up. Snapmare takedown by Guerrero. Gets Neville into a Dragon Sleeper hold of his own. That time just focusing on the arm actually. Left hands by Neville. Trying to change his position there. Nice hip toss takes Eddie down quickly. Neville feeling the effects of that submission maneuver. Neville onto the apron. Eddie gets hit with the sunset flip instead. Straight into a pin. 1, 2. And now Eddie kicks out at 2. Neville getting frustrated now. Guerrero sent into the corner. Puts him on the top turnbuckle. Not a good position for Guerrero at all. Going for a superplex off the top rope and he hits it. Both men are down. Neville the first one to his feet though. Second rope. And a 450 into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, Eddie Guerrero kicks out at pretty much 2.9 there. Neville yelling at the referee there for a moment. Setting up Guerrero now. Looks like he's going into the rings of Saturn. Middle of the ring. Nowhere for Eddie to go. Has it fully locked in. Look at that torque on both arms and shoulders. Eddie is forced to tap out. Okay. Neville, a tremendous victory over Eddie Guerrero. Definitely just proved himself to some doubters here tonight. Not the singles return of Guerrero that Guerrero wanted exactly. Again, that spot right there, knocking the referee down, that might have cost him. That could have ended the match earlier on. So we see some highlights from this great matchup. There was a near fall there. Eddie again had it won multiple times. Neville not giving up. Man, that gravity forgot, sending a message yet again. Demands to not be forgotten and to not be overlooked. Huge win over Latino Heat. Could definitely go a long way, but we're going to move on to tonight's six-man tag main event. Tonight's main event, as we alluded to in the previous matchup, this will be six-man tag action on his way to the ring. Frontman of this first three-man unit for the evening is the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Again, we saw him last week in that triple threat match against Baron Corbin and Eddie Guerrero. Dillinger had a great showing in that matchup, of course, and he's been having those issues with the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin of late. For Dillinger here, actually, well, the other, leader, so to speak, of the opposing team for Dillinger's team. It's like stumbling over words here, but Baron Corbin is on the opposing team in this one, obviously. And prior to SmackDown Live going on air today, The Undertaker told Dillinger and Corbin to both find two partners for the six-man tag matchup. So we're going to see who Dillinger has found his first partner. Looks to be Apollo Crews. Very nice choice, if you ask me. Apollo Crews has been on a roll of late. He's had issues with The Miz prior to the last time that we saw Crews. Again, everybody, to a degree, it's been a trend within Universe mode for a while now that everybody's still looking to, or most superstars are looking to make a name for themselves, move up the power rankings, so to speak, to earn opportunities. Apollo Crews, of course, came close to fighting for the Intercontinental Championship, but Miz, of course, had something to do with that. So it's Ty Dillinger, Apollo Crews. Let's see who their next partner will be tonight. And crowd, okay, looks like their third partner will be Darren Young, who's been on the losing end of a handful of matchups since the start of Universe mode. So Darren Young looking to get his first win here in the series, actually. So if he could get that part of multi-man action, I would assume he'll take it anyway. So Darren Young, Apollo Crews, and Ty Dillinger. Crowd ready for this matchup. Let's see Baron Corbin's team out first is the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin, of course. Again, fell short in that triple threat matchup against Dillinger and Guerrero last week. Before that, we saw Corbin at Survivor Series, of course, defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Corbin looking to get another measure of revenge on the Perfect 10. We're going to see here momentarily who his two partners are. Again, the fact that he's in a tag team matchup contradicts his whole nickname in the Lone Wolf, but I think if it was up to Corbin, he wouldn't have any partners, but The Undertaker demanded both men to find two, at least temporary friends, for this matchup. Corbin in the ring now. Let's see who his first opponent is. Okay, not too much of a surprise. We mentioned a moment ago and talking about Apollo Crews. Baron Corbin's first partner is The Miz. Again, we already went over that recent history with Miz there for a second. So Baron Corbin and The Miz. Let's see who their next and final partner will be. Okay, screen went black and white there. Aiden English is the last person out. So we have Ty Dillinger, Apollo Crews, and Darren Young taking on Baron Corbin, The Miz, and Aiden English for tonight's main event. Let's get that underway right now. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to drop a like on this episode. And if you're enjoying any part of it. And be sure to definitely vote in the poll or polls above. Not quite sure what the question this week of SmackDown will be. But Baron Corbin just launching Dillinger up in the air and just hitting him with a vicious right hand to start off this matchup. Picks Dillinger up. Arm drag reversal there by the perfect 10. Gets out of whatever Corbin was looking to do there for a moment. Big left hand to the Lone Wolf. Takes him down to one knee. Dillinger wasting no time, going straight on the offensive. Picks up. Corbin blocks that left hand that time. Picks up Dillinger into powerbomb position, and he plants him. Makes the tag to the A-lister. Bigger hand there by the Miz. Knee to the midsection of Dillinger. Turns him over, slamming his head into the mat. Miz still frustrated over still not being Intercontinental Champion. Again, basement slide drop kick to Dillinger. Needs to make a tag to either Darren Young or Apollo Crews. Makes the tag to Apollo. Miz not too happy about that. Hit with a big boot to the face. And we know the history between these two. Miz pretty much screwed Apollo out of a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Makes the tag to Aiden English. Now wants no part of Crews. English up to the second rope. Apollo trying to get up, and he does. Double axe handle by English takes Crews right back down again. Go big reversal there into a clothesline there by Crews. English taking down hard there. Big right hand kick to the midsection. Another right hand. And Crews, one of the most athletic and strongest superstars on the roster. And freakish strength. And he can fly too. Bicycle boot there to the face of English. Into the corner he goes. Nice spinning neck breaker takes English right down. Step up enziguri, nearly knocking English's head off. Making the tag to Darren Young again. And the main person in this match looking to get on track with a victory. Get one any way he can at this point, I would assume. English picks up Young. Nice reversal there by Darren. Hits him with the DDT. And English clutching his right knee there for a moment. Looked like he might have hit that a little bit harder on the mat than he would have liked. Reversal there by Aiden. Backdrop suplex takes Young down quickly. Darren Young back to his feet. Gets him in a headlock. English in control. Face first into the turnbuckle. Makes the tag to Corbin. Double team maneuver incoming. Great hands in stereo there by English and Corbin. Turns Young over. Big left hand to the side of the face of Young. Now in trouble even more. Wrenching on the neck. They're trying to get out of this predicament. Corbin off the rope. Goes right after the legs. Ty Dillinger distracting the referee there. Allows for Darren Young to get big time reversal there of Corbin. Big right hands raining down. Big form in the corner takes the Lone Wolf down quickly. Is about to tag in. The Miz picks him up for the gut check. Baron Corbin in trouble. Darren Young into the cover. 1, 2, and no. Corbin kicks out at the last second. Turns him around. into the chicken wing submission maneuver. Immediately broken up there by The Miz. Looking for the tag. Makes the tag to Apollo Crews. Big boot takes Corbin right down. Picks up Corbin, setting up for the Crews missile power bomb. Is Apollo right into the cover. 1, 2, and no, Corbin kicks out. English tried to break that up. He got intercepted by Darren Young though. Nice drop kick takes English down and out of the ring. Also downs Corbin. Hot tag to The Miz. Apollo gets hit with a big boot there by the A-lister, and a third time. Smart move by Crews to get out of the ring. Float over, swinging neck breaker by Miz. Crews in some trouble. Just removed there, sidesteps it. Big right hand to the back of the neck takes Miz down and out. Into the corner goes Miz. Going to make a tag. Miz instead. Electric chair suplex takes Crews down quickly. Darren Young there hits Miz in the back, allowing for Crews to turn the tide of this matchup. Springboard senton misses there by Dillinger. He partially hit Miz there as he was getting up. Hurt himself there mostly. Turns Miz around, knocks him down once again. And all 6 men putting all on the line, trying to prove their worth here on SmackDown Live and possibly earn an opportunity or two. Miz blocks it with the right hand. Leaping neck breaker takes Crews down. Of course, Miz has to gloat and brag, that's just him. And a neck breaker again by The Miz. Apollo needs to make a tag. And Dillinger and Young looking to get into this matchup. Hits the knee plus. Takes Crews down. Not going for a pin. Knee right to the back. Crews with a big reversal takes Miz down. Standing moonsault right to the A-lister into the cover. 1, 2, and Miz kicks out. Apollo thought he had him, had that match won, but Miz showing off his resiliency as usual. Goes for the Crews missile powerbomb again. Miz blocks it. Crews up against the rope. Not the position he wants to be in, just using his knee to push Crews' throat into the rope even more, and now just taunting. And just taking his time. Go, hits the knee again. This time busting Crews open, it looks like. Dillinger distracting the referee. Miz not going for a pin. Just wrenching on the neck of Crews even more. Looked like he was going for a skull-crushing finale, but instead goes into the figure 4 leg lock. And Apollo Crews is forced to tap. Darren Young was just about to get in the matchup and break it up, but Baron Corbin, Aiden English, and The Miz pick up a huge victory here in tonight's main event. Forces Apollo Crews to tap out to the figure 4. Tremendous victory for those 3 men. All 6 men actually put up one heck of a fight. Apollo Crews had to tap out. Miz is definitely the MVP of this matchup. Baron Corbin picked a winning team here this evening. If you guys enjoyed this episode of SmackDown Live, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And we will see everybody next time.